So, we finally got set up, but the cannon takes forever. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually move over to the Radigan icon, because just tapping the cannon takes that long. With the Radigan icon, it doesn't make it fast, but it makes it better. And better is good. Nothing wrong with a little better. Sorry, friend. Those things are a pain when you're a melee run. Because they have pretty much infinite stamina. Like, I have never broken their guard. Ever. I've tried. I've used colossal swords, I've used colossal weapons, I've dual-wielded great swords. Nothing breaks their stance. I don't want to fight you. Stop chasing me and you will be fine. You chased. I warned you. You can hit them when they're banging their shield. And they crumble pretty quickly. But they don't tend to do that for very long. Not long enough for you to get the kill. But and you can get their ashes, which very good. I don't have enough for the cannon. Shoot. Bonk. Slurp. So I mean, you don't need any of this, but it's good to have. And I mean, if you can have it, and it's easy to get, why not? Now, it might have been better for me to just go through, get everything, teleport back, and then run past everything, so that way I could go into this boss with all my flasks. But why'd you do that? Now, Mimic Tear is a boss that I love. But apparently some people sorry. Apparently some people like to take off all of their equipment. Ow. You didn't do the thing that all other battle mages do. You didn't send that flying over me. The battle mage code. You've broken it. The holy code. kick me. But some people like to unequip their weapons so that way they don't have to fight. They can just walk all over. But that's no fun. It's like, it's cool to find these cheese strategies, but why would you take away from the fight? I'd rather take a fair loss than an unfair win. Now, in the beginning, I said that magic runs were the hardest early on because you have to invest in so many different stats. Like a melee run, you can just do health, like just health, strength, and like somewhat into endurance. So that's like 2.5 to 3 stats. Whereas in a magic run, you have to do 1, 2, one of these, so that'd be 3, 4, maybe 4.5, depending on what magic you're doing. Maybe 5, if you want to have some defense. And so you have to spread your stats out a little too much. I'm at 119 on 122. Okay. But I said then they tend to get really good near the end of the game because every stat has like a minimum. Like how this requires 28 intelligence. You need to pour levels into intelligence, but until you get to that 28, you can't really use this. So all of those levels up until 28 are just kind of wasted levels. Once you get there, then it's good, but before that, there's some problems. But once you do get to that minimum, then suddenly the value of the build shoots up dramatically. And we've hit that point now. We're at that point where we've hit those minimums. And now our build is a lot more valuable. So it's a lot less struggle and a lot more we got everything. Now up there are 6 little statue pillar things that you have to light. And I dodged it with your perfect little transformation, huh? Uh-huh. Oh, I ran out. Ow. Bit rude, didn't it, mate? Cool. but you light the 6 pillar things, and then you can fight the boss, which the boss isn't very fun, but they give you a remembrance, and with that remembrance you can get a talisman, and the talisman, if I remember correctly, it gives you like 3 FP every time you kill an enemy, which for magic builds, very, very good. Bang. Sorry. It automatically locked off, but okay. And this is always worth it, because you get Mimic Tear Ashes. The best ashes in the game. Some people say that, like, oh, Black Knight Teach is the best. Or, can I get you from here? No. Can I get you with a cannon? Well, I got your attention. But your attention isn't good enough. I want to get you. There we go. I was going to say, I'm not swapping to a bow or a crossbow or any kind of throwable. Like, I could, but I really want to stick to the challenge run. And if the challenge dictates that I only use what Battlemages use, well, if they don't, you good? You didn't seem very good. I can't lock on to you anymore. Oh, fine. I can come over here and then I can shoot you. I can't. Hold on. You can go back and then I can shoot you. Yes. Wonderful. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, see, it's like I took a little bit of damage, and because I took Blessed Dew Talisman off, I just didn't get that back. Which is why it is important. Like, it's not very important in bosses, and I usually do take them off, or I take it off for bosses a lot of the time, just because bosses are too high tempo. We went the same way. But yeah, bosses are too high tempo, and that 2 HP per second just is not enough to keep you alive. it's better to put on something else. Like this, which boosts physical damage, or there's like a magic one and a yada 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 one. There are a lot of them, so. I wonder, can I sneak past you guys? I can. I was gonna say, I know you can sneak past that one, because that one turns into a giant troll, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that teleporter just teleports you back to this. Which, I don't know why they need a teleporter for that. But yeah, look at this. Great Ghost Glowport. So, the ashes like Banished Knight Engvall and Battlemage Hugo's and Mimic here, the ones that are named, tend to be a lot stronger, and they require Ghost instead of Grave like these ones do. And you might go, okay, like the stronger ones require a different material to upgrade, because if they all require the same material, then you'd only use that material to upgrade the strong ones. So it's like it makes sense that they use different materials. The problem is these stronger ones they require ghosts, and ghosts are more common than grave. Meaning the ashes are stronger and the materials they require are more common. Like you can get that by just doing Limgrave and Khalid. It really is that simple. If you want to get a great grave Glowport, I absolutely could be missing a few, but the earliest one I know about is off like over here in Crumbling Paramazula. The last area, basically. After Mountaintops of the Giants. It requires you to go so far. Like so much further into the game to fully upgrade the weaker ashes. Like, why would you go further into the game to upgrade the weaker ashes when you could upgrade the stronger ashes earlier? Hello.
Ah, not blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber, it is in thy possession, is it not? My thanks. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. Ah, but before I leave, I shall entrust thee with this.
So, you need this to go get the Curse Mark of the Centipede, which you need for Fia's quest, which is why I say that they're linked.
My thanks. A strange gift, perhaps. I am certain now. Fate steered us to our first encounter. I must thank Torrent, too, for his part. You may leave now. It was but brief. but thou gavest me fine service. What is it? I too...
I am here to stay for as long as Blythe is around. Also, when he said that's a traitor taken care of in the message, not sure why that's a hint to go back here, because he says that's a traitor taken care of being like done, finished, you can move on. So I'm not sure why you'd come back, but
Oh, it's you. It's me, Blythe. Old E.G. trapped me here. Told me I'd bring naught but bale to Lady Rani. But there's no chance that could happen. I'm part of a being. A very shadow. I thought old E.G. knew as much, honestly. I don't know what's going on anymore.
love getting more blood dialogue. But Battlemage Robe, you got a little book. That looks very impractical, but it's funny to see it like just jiggling around when I run.
My thanks, friend. I'm going to see Mistress Rani now. I don't know what came over old E.G., but even if the odds are slim, I need to check the mistress is safe. Now, Rani can finally set in motion the fight against her fate she's dreamt of for so long.
Yep.
I'm going to see... I don't know what, but even if the odds...
So, pretty sure you're supposed to see the message here, go here, hear him, go talk to EG, and then decide if you want to let him out or not. But he's Blythe, the best NPC. There's like 4 best NPCs, but he's one of them. I'm not just gonna leave him ditched. I'm not gonna leave him just hanging around. But after giving Ronnie the Finger Slayer blade, you can come down here. Pretty sure this is when this happens. You don't have to land on that, you won't take any damage if you just hit the ground. But I do it anyways. Yeah, Celovus's bell bearing and his set, which, besides the hat, looks cool. And then you got these 2. Now you can get one of these for free if you do part of his quest. And if you want to get all 3, I would say get Jar White. Because Finger Maiden Theralina costs 2, Jar White costs 3, and then Dolores takes 5. But you can get Dolores for free once he dies. By going down and checking on Pydia. I only pressed jump once, but okay. The horse in this game is very strange.
Stop, please stop. You're my puppet. I loved you with all I have. How could you forget? Ah, ah, ah.
They're fine. Dolores the Sleeping Arrow. For free. but it's like, especially when it comes to getting off of Torrent, I mean, it's worryingly common. It's simply way too common for me to press the get off your horse button 5 times without actually getting off the horse. And at first, I thought, maybe I'm just not pressing the button hard enough. Maybe I'm pressing it too lightly. But I started pressing it harder, and I started holding it down for longer. And nope, still wasn't getting off my horse. So I was like, maybe it's just the controller. So I tried 3 different controllers, which one of those controllers was brand new, and tried it on mouse and keyboard. And I even tried rebinding the button. So that way I can make sure. And I tried rebinding it onto a side button on a new mouse that I had just gotten and had not even opened before that point. And it was a problem on all 3 controllers, one of which was brand new. Tried on the keyboard, and then tried on a brand new mouse. Meaning it not a problem with the controller, because I tried it on 5 different things, 2 of which were brand new. Tried it, like, it wasn't a problem with me, which was my go-to thing, because I pressed it, like, I pressed the button harder, I pressed it, or like I held it down. Nope. Sometimes the game just does not want you to get off your horse. And I don't know why. But
Oh, a dogged fellow, aren't we? Or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? Fine. I hadn't expected. But now the perform eliminate the name of I will.
so yeah, or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? I like to assume that is a reference back to Bloodborne. And that's what I'm going to take it as. I don't think he likes me very much. We can come over here. And range. Oh, we actually got him down with that. Nice. Chink. Just one little chink. Alright. Now you can go over that way for the Clayman Ashes, but Clayman Ashes are not Battlemage, so sorry. Hello. Don't spray your weird juice at me. No. Eat that. Oh, poor thing. They were crushed. Absolutely crushed, I say. Now, these ones can fly. Well, that's honestly not a big deal. Eh. Get out of the sky! I didn't think that was actually going to get them out of the sky. Ow. They did a lot of damage. That sure is a lot of damage. So 6. You get a lot of those ghost ones by doing Ronnie's quest and going through the Eternal Cities. But it's like, it's one of the biggest quests because it involves Ronnie, Blythe, E.G., Celavis. Pidia doesn't do enough, so I'm not going to count them. Then it also involves Fia and D. So if you just stop it there, it includes 6 different NPCs. And you can honestly keep going. Because there are more NPCs with loose ties to it. But those are just the, like, important ones. Where it's like, you need to do Ronnie's quest for them. At least part of it. And I know we're not even finished with her quest. And if you look, Grave, we only got 1. Ghost, we got 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, and Great. Oh yeah, that's because we're not doing any... Like, we haven't done any catacombs. Which, a lot of them are found in catacombs. But even then, if you do every single catacomb in Limgrave, Liurnia, Caelid, and Altus Plateau, the highest grave you're going to get is 6. Whereas you can get Ghost 1 through 10. Oh, that did no damage. I'm just not gonna fight that. Yeah, those things... Their head takes, like, no damage. Kind of like the Mad Pumpkin heads, but a lot stronger. Boom! Oh. Okay. No. You get out of here. What else haven't done? We haven't done the down there area. Which, ow. Ow is a lot of damage. That was rude. I mean... That's something we're going to be seeing a lot. Is things doing a lot of damage. Wing of Estelle. Okay. So on the previous run, pretty sure I killed this guy and then just like sat down and ended it there. But what I should have done is drop down here because the map was here. And I could have ended it then.
Is our custom well?
Yes, yes. So, prisoner set. That's all there really is to here. Or to that guy, I should say. Now, I could do this area. But outside of a few smithing stone 3s, it doesn't really have anything relevant. Which, plus 8, so I need 6. I got 3 from that. Oh, look at that, I have 6. So, outside of a few runes, nothing here is relevant to me anymore. We can do... Yeah, we can go get that boss. Maybe, hopefully.
Greed, are you here for...
Alright, when you go into Elthas Plateau, Dung Eater pops up and you get that, which I don't care for. I have no 2s. Rip.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
I mean, I can go get some 2s after recording. Stars. Well, we're not going to use any of these because Battlemage. Any extra weapons? Nope. Nope. Okay. Ah. I mean, we're mostly using the staff now, so I think I'll prioritize that. Oh. We need 15.5k, we have 151.8.
No matter.
So, Ashes of War. I think for now we can put this on. Yeah. I think I mentioned it before, but I want to put cold on this. Because better strength scaling, intelligence scaling, and frost buildup. I don't think I'm going to keep Chilling Mist on it, but just for now, that's something that we can have.
Would you like now?
See if you have anything new.
You are.
Talk in secret.
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains to do so before I was away. Pray, despite so plead.
Yeah, so this is just...
My dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so.
Yeah, so this is the continuation of the other half of the Rogier quest that I ignore.
But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the Round Table hold. Perhaps you could make use of it?
I don't know, but you had a favor to ask. That's important, that's the one I wanted.
Would you like the blessing? Would you like now?
That's the one I want, because that's part of your quest. The quest that I do follow.
You...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, may I ask a favor?
Might I? Could you please find... It's a very... So I would... Then
Yep.
good day to you.
Okay. So again, use this because we don't want it. And then we can go over to D. And then you can get more information about Rogier.
Well,
But-
how did you... Well, I know very... Why don't I... Good work bringing this to me. Are you acquainted with a man... You know, he was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you.
I want it
He
to.
was wise beyond his years, stout of heart, and clear of mind.
Still sounds like he is.
No more, though.
Sounds like he
You
is.
see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling like he's half dead already. Take well, that's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied.
Like I said, he wants to kill everything. Just completely eradicate it if it lives in death. He wants to learn more about it and hang out with it. She wants to bring it back and make it the ruler. But you give him the dagger and he dips out.
I've decided I'm off in search. We may not, if there's... may the gold...
So you get to Altus Plateau, you talk to him, and he decides to bail. I'm not 100% sure what causes this, but I think it's the Finger Slayer blade that we got and gave to Ronnie. Just because that's usually when he zonks out. And when Thea's quest kicks back up. But you give him the dagger, he shows up here, he's got the death blight.
Finally, the stolen. Now, though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table hold.
We're already here.
I am Fia, deathbed companion. Hark round. We live in what right? Our Lord.
I don't know why she says give this message to the Round Table hold. Because one, you're already here. She can just give the message herself. And 2, Gideon is the guy to talk to. He's the guy who wants all the knowledge.
Well, wonderful. Make the gist of the cap as a two thing you may be for we.
And yet, he has nothing regarding Thea. And also, I always forget about this. I don't know why, because it's...
Only fine. You have
Yada, yada, yada. I know. Yeah, this is very, very useful. I don't know why I always forget it.
Now become.
Because that allows us to put on a Radigan icon as well. But that happens when you kill 2 shard bearers. Which, in Limgrave, you get to Stormvale, you have to kill Margit to get access to the path to Godric. You kill Godric, that's 1 shard bearer. Or you can ignore him. In Lernia, we haven't killed her yet, but there's Renala. In Caelid, there is Radahn. In Altus Plateau, there's Rykard of Volcano Manor. And in Elendel, there's Morgoth, who is just Margit, but with a vengeance. Like, they're the same person. Now, how many levels can I get out of this? 8. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I could. I don't need much more mind, at least right now. Don't need a whole lot more intelligence, at least right now. I could probably use with a bit more strength, but I'm not using LeBlanc very much. I don't need any more stamina. Well, I mean, I could use more stamina, but I don't need equip load. Right now, the main thing is just health. It's like I don't have it. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this, kill the boss here, and then probably end it there, because we're at 48. That's a 2-shot. Three-shot if they catch wind of ya. But we can 2-hand. We make a 2-shot anyways. And then here, immunizing horn time is important. It's not super, super important, but... Boom, goes 2. But yeah, more health. Or, not health, but... immunity. Or having like a bigger bar to protect you against poison and scarlet rot. That's very useful. Probably should have upgraded the ashes, because we now have 1, 2, 3, 4. I know where to get 5, 6, and 7. So we could go from +1 to +7. There's another 2. So for challenge runs, I do allow Mimic Tier as an option, because, take this for example, we're doing Battlemage runs, so obviously we're going to use the Battlemage. But once we get fully set up as a Battlemage, we got the weapon, we got the staff, we got the armor. If we summon Mimic Tier, that'll also be a Battlemage, so I count it. But probably should have gone with more health and less FP. Oh, that... I was gonna say, that probably should have hit me. Oh my god! The range! Ow. Jeezums. Another example of an enemy not being fun in melee builds, but being a lot more tolerable with range. And also, great Ghost Glowwort. Keep in mind, the way you're supposed to get here is you get to Lernia, the second area, which you can go through the side path, like that. Like, go over here, boop. And then you go over here, around here, go into here, and then you just go through, and you can get here. I don't care to show the map pixel perfect way to get through, but you can kill this as your very first boss and get a great Ghost Glowwort. As your very first boss, you can get a +10 special one. Also, when I first came here, I thought for sure this guy was gonna get up and be the boss. Obviously he was not. So I was right about it being a boss, but not him. And also, we will get down there later. Not too far later, but later. So, before we end it, I'm just going to very quickly show where I know to get a great 5, or Ghost 5. Also, over there's another Red Wolf. They're awful. Why am I losing stamina? We can ignore those enemies and drop down here. And right here is where we can get ourselves a Ghost 5. I think there's another location where you can get another Ghost 5 fairly early on, but I tend to only use one special ash, as much as it's not a good idea, because the game does not incentivize it whatsoever, I tend to try to use one normal ash and then one special ash, which you can tell which one is which by if they require grave or ghost. So I tend to try to go for one of each in a run, just to keep things somewhat evened out. And I use the grave ones for as far as I can before swapping to the ghost, because the farther into the game you get, the worse the grave ones are, which kind of sucks, but ah well. But yeah,